Welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy Sunday. This is Table Talk with Rita Felleh Arah. Today we're going to be discussing a very important issues, and today our topic is expectation from family and relationship. Expectation from relationship and family. So while we're still waiting for our guest, I want to welcome you again, once again. Happy Sunday. This is Rita Felleh Arah, CEO of Daughters of Sierra Leone. While we'll be waiting on our guests, I want to say thank you, PROIB Blog and Bonto Blog. If you're watching this broadcast, you want to be part of this conversation, the link will be posted on PROIB Blog and Bonto Blog. So while we're waiting on our guest, I guess we're having a lot of technical issues today. It's Sunday, and I guess it's really hard. So while we're waiting on them, we're going to jump into the conversation. Expectations from relationship and family. I will start going into it a little bit before our guest join us. My understanding in a lot of people expect a lot from each other in a relationship, and a lot of family members have a lot of expectations. And so when those expectations are not met, that's where people have problem. They start feeling like, okay, I was expecting this, and this person is not doing this, or this person was supposed to do this for me, and this person didn't do that for me. So that's where the whole problem started. So growing up, I will talk on Creole a little bit. Growing up, seeing, where we people then can they feel say no more, okay, because this person also na me fumble me fumble owe me obligation for do certain things then for me. Couple of times people then they ask some questions, say, Bo, okay, where you do favor for person, you feel say because of you do favor, so this person for return that same favor, they know. So people their expectation they always high, then when the thing not happen, they end up saying this person also an ungrateful person. This person behave to me this certain way, as a way enough for behave so to me. So if you did watch this broadcast, you want for join again, you can join on PROIB blog, and you can join again and Bontu blog if you want to join this conversation. If you get any message or you want for join, the link there, it post there. You can come, let we talk, let we discuss. Happy Sunday once again for una way they watch we. If you want to be part of the conversation, you can go na the Bontu blog page and click on the link, and you can go on PROIB blog and watch on that. So like I be the same if I'm with them, you know, like it go both ways. Umano, mano. Like for example now, somebody go come, you say, okay, this na me partner, na me wife this. Then you can go, let's say you can go Sweden. Because of now you can go Sweden, you feel say this person are so all in life he owe am to you. So you know they know waiting at this person your own expectation. If this person himself don't get your own plan, or this person get things that we himself want for do. So we're not watching to them thing, and they feel say, okay, because now you care the person go Sweden, so the person in one whole life he owe am to you. So where you care and go now at the Sweden now, anytime where this person want for talk, you go tell the person say, hey, because na me bring you can Sweden. So a lot of time, or I no go give you paper. If I give you paper, now this, So sometimes law they use then things and they against people then because of say somebody help somebody. So that way they sometimes some relationship then they you can help somebody, but if the person don't want for day with you, they don't want for day with you. So not so law they all certain things them say against people them say because of I help you, or now maybe help you get this work here so because of I don't help you for get this work here you not for make anything you make you don't get in now. I go make them sack you now this work. Law left all them thing and they Law left all them kind talk then they say, okay, because now you don't make it. That means we expect so much from people then. And when we not get time, then we say, okay, this person is so ungrateful. And it's like family. Oh, they talk about family, low cancel the family parts. A lot of we Africans them, la put on that way there. We family then they expect so much from we. And whether they expect so much from you, they're not care for no how you day if you don't eat, if you don't wash, if anything they go on with you, they're not busy there. Waiting them busy, but now for send them no more waiting them once. Or waiting them busy for. So if you call you now, he ask you for one favor, you not do them, you don't turn bad person. And then kind of bad thing and they you know fine. If you call that person, the person say, hey, I not get right now. You for able forget that understanding. They say, this person, they always they help you. If this person not guilty, then that don't mean say the person a bad person. No. That don't mean say the person a bad person. So, low left all kind habit here. So, if you bring a man come oversee, oh, the man, you say, oh, you begin to all I guess more palaver, no more. You begin tell the boy, say, now where I bring you come. If not to you for left na salon, I know they give you paper. If you do something now for left and for God. If now the man yourself, now you bring the woman come oversee, the woman you not getting paper. God creates this world here so for let all man able for help all man. If now you then are the now you then are the good side for say you able for help person, help am. Where you the help person, not put not no string and not for attach day. You not for say because of you the help person, so the person you know for you know go if you blow you no sniff safe, if you sneeze safe now na problem. Now that na one of we problem them. Woman o, man o, or if na the man na in the thing himself. Oh, because na me do this for you. Lo le left for them boku talk then they because then thing and they not good na relationship. A not good na relationship and we fumble then self a not good. Una they expect so much from we. You don't ever put yourself in that position. They say, okay, this person I ask them. What about you sit down say, okay, let me do this for this person so. But ultimately life now one way street. One way street. What una ask person if you not get time today, na problem. If now you count me na London, yeah, I no go here again. I need drink water put na cup. I not for put me cup down again. You for tell me say now you bring me can London. You for tell me say now you do this for me. From 1955 when my mama born me, they not wear clothes for me one day. Now you buy clothes for me. Now you make her begin wear clothes. Now you make her begin eat. Now you make her begin do this. So please, as Africans then, because I see and say this they cause a lot of problem. Now we marry them. Now we relationship them. Now we host them. We family them. It cause a lot of chaos. Where most of we brother the way they are, they're not able to get them paper together because of what you do. Now you bring and come, where you bring and come, you left and say, I no go give you paper. So my brother they strain. Where the sister himself there now, you self say now because of na me been do this for you, I no go give you this. So do ya una know the left them kind habit here so. If now you bring that, then now one thing what they always they say, there's this thing what we call say ake. Even if you do water man, if the person no one evil for greed, I want acceptance say, this is what I did for you. Anything you do, don't put a string to it. You don't have to say because of you did this for someone has to do something back for you in return. When you did something, there's a God up there. Leave everything for God to be the judge. If you bring someone, don't say, oh, this person has to be obligated to me for the rest of your life. Or this person has to do this for me for the rest of your life. Don't hold somebody in hostage because of a favor. So I get me guess. Essay, can you hear me? Can you introduce yourself, Mama, please?
Hi, I'm Essie Ayebene, counseling psychologist, and I work with daughters of Sierra Leone. Hello, Mama. Hello, everybody. So
Hello.
happy to be here.
Yeah, the volume is big. Okay. We have here with us again, Lady Vera Okumbajo. Are you there? Okay. All right, Essay, what do you have to say to what I just talked about? Our topic today, it's expectation from relationship and marriage. So if you're watching us, happy Sunday. If you're joining us for the first time, this is Table Talk with Rita Felleh Arah, the CEO and founder of Daughters of Sierra Leone. If you want to join this conversation, you can join from PRO Blog. The link is there. And if you want to join again, you can join from Bantu Blog. The link is there. And for Daughters of Sierra Leone page as well, the link is there. You can join from there. So, welcome, Joe. Welcome, Joe. Joe, can you introduce yourself if you can hear me, please? Joe, can you hear me? Esther,
Hear
you
you,
can go
ma.
ahead. Okay. Okay.
I can hear you,
Okay.
ma.
Can you
Good evening,
introduce
ma.
yourself?
Yeah. Okay. Good evening, everyone. My name is Joseph Ogaraduku from Nigeria. I'm a business entrepreneur.
All right. Thank you, Joe. Thank you, Joe. Esther, if you can hear me, can you go ahead? What do you have to contribute to what we were just talking about the topic?
Okay, expectations in relationship. I think sometimes um it's our definition of love. Love is supposed to be selfless. I should not be doing something to expect something in return. I should help support my partner or my spouse without expecting the person to do something for me. I feel when you start having that kind of expectation, it means you are being selfish, because if both of you are actually you actually love each other, it's not out of place. It's not out of place for the other person to do something for you. But when it now becomes like a it's more of like it becomes like you want it by force, or it is now the whole the total definition of, so if you don't do this, everything will not work, everything will scatter just because this person is not able to do ABC. Then that's not even, that's no longer love, that's being selfish. Because if you love someone, you do things just because you love the person, and it's selfless. It's selfless. And the other person will do the same. If the person truly loves you, they will also want to do things for you because they love you. But when you start demanding, I feel it puts too much pressure on the marriage and on the relationship.
Thank you, Essay. Thank you. Thank you. Joe, if you can hear me, do you have anything to add to what Essay just say? Auntie Lady V? Okay. We're having a lot of issues connecting. So please bear with us. People are connecting from different part of the world, and you all know how the internet is. So please be patient with us. We're just trying our best. So for those that are joining us for the first time, this is Table Talk. Let's talk. Let's talk. If you want to be part of this broadcast, you want to contribute to it, you can join from PROIB blog and Born to blog, and on Daughters of Sierra Leone page as well. You can join from there. Um, essay like what you just said before you join the broadcast. I believe Africans, we our expectations are always on the high side. In a relationship, we expect so much from someone. Family expectations are so high, you know and so when we tend not to fulfill those things, and then that's where the problem is. Like, you have a child now, growing up, the first thing your parents talk to you about is either you be a lawyer, a doctor, right? Growing up, that's all they tell you about. That's all you can do in life. If you wanted to go to, let's say you want to be, okay, a doctor, engineer, right? Those are those white collar jobs that you can do. So, but then if you tell your parent that I don't want to do that, then it's a problem. Society look at you that you're a failure. If you said, okay, I want to be a makeup artist, people look at you like, oh, she's not smart. This person has so you know get 1 sense now, you're not full person. No. In this life, we all get things them that we want to do. And we all, sometimes you can see some people say they want to be a clown, right? And sometimes some people say they want to be a comedian, right? They want to be that because that's what they have passion for. So I believe as parents or families, we should learn to support. And if we're getting much support from our families, I believe we all can be, let's say, for example, Essie has an idea that she wants to have her own beauty skin line product, right? And you ask for the first people that can support you, it's from family. And but instead of that, some family will be the first people who say, oh, I don't think you can do that. Oh, I not feel say you go do that. If you do that, you go fail. Kadiatu be don't do it yesterday and not make them. Ballet be don't do it yesterday and not make them. So let's just, when somebody have idea or they feel like they want to do something, as a family, all we can do is, I think you can do it. I think say Abdullah been fail panatin day, but what make it been fail? I feel say it not been do in the right way. But if you do it this right way, you will succeed in whatever you're doing. And a lot of times again, you go in a relationship, either marriage or your boyfriend or any type of relationship. You go in a relationship, say, okay, this is my partner. I want to work with this person. You should not be expecting anything. As soon as a man say, oh, a woman, you say you want to be with a woman, you're expecting something from that woman. So then when those things are not there, then you start questioning yourself, oh, do I love her? Why did I marry her? Because of you not seeing, you have this expectation already, it's already there. So Auntie Vera, can you hear me, ma? Auntie Vera. Joe, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, ma.
Okay, do you have anything to add to what we just were discussing about?
Okay. Good evening, good morning, wherever you find yourself. Basically, what I want to say, expectations in relationships are they're amazing. A lot of people come into relationship with their personal expectations, and on my own personal experience, I can tell you that. But one thing is certain that you cannot have 100% of what you are planning. It's not what actually you plant in a relationship. That is what you see. You understand? So, but one thing is certain, you just have to find a way to respect each other's opinion and try to. Somebody told me, said,
Sorry, guys. Ese, go ahead.
Okay, so when you were talking about expectation in family, sort of my own story about what I was expected to do, because I grew up in a family of five, and for some reason, my parents wanted me to study medicine. They felt I was intelligent enough to study medicine. Yes, I was doing well in school academically. I was doing very, very well, but I did not want to study medicine. And because of that, I was abandoned for 7 years. Nobody actually wanted to help me with trying to go to university, because they were like, since you don't want to study medicine, no other course. I told them, okay, if it's not medicine, can't you just suggest something else? Ironically, it's not like I didn't have what I wanted to do. No one wanted to sponsor that, which was music. Um, um, that's 20 years ago, no, more than 20 years ago, about 20 something years ago, when music wasn't really the way it is right now. You know, in those days, over 20 years ago, music wasn't really serious. No Africans were making money. It's not like that a child is saying people will be like interested because music is more lucrative now. But back then, I remember my uncle told me that nobody in Africa, nobody don't build house with music. So what is it? What is it about this music thing? And so I was like, okay, fine. Nobody wants to pay my school fees studying music. Something else. After staying at home for 7 years, finally they said they just picked up and said, okay, they will support me. And mind you, that 7 years I didn't sit at home. I was doing different kind of jobs. That's when I started doing art jobs, graphics, signboards. I was just dabbling into. I made beads. There was a time I was making beads to make money. But it will be tough for a young girl to gather enough money to go back to school on those little funds. So I needed my family to support me and all. And I ended up finishing school 14 years after my mates had even forgotten about university. So when there's this it sometimes goes sideways because okay, imagine if they had supported me in music, even if it didn't work, at least I would have gone to school earlier. We don't know what would have happened. Do you understand? I ended up finishing
Okay.
university almost closer to
Okay.
you know how that is.
Yeah, Esther, we're having a bad signal from, like, it's a lot of echo. So I'm gonna go to a little message. Um, Mansare Kagbo Abibatu. Thank you. And then we have David is saying thank you as well. We want to thank you. If you're watching, this podcast, you want to be part of it, you have anything you want us to discuss, this is Table Talk. We're here to talk. We're here to figure things out and talk as family. So welcome, happy Sunday again. If you're watching us on Facebook Live, if you want to join this conversation, you can go to, if you're watching from Facebook Live, the link is there. If you're watching from Born to Blog as well, the link is there. And if you're watching from Daughters of Sierra Leone platform, the link is there as well. So happy Sunday. So for those of you that are joining in right now, today we're talking about expectation in a relationship and from family. So I don't know, Lady V, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Okay, seems like we are having a lot of technical issues. People are connecting from different place, so please bear with us. So, like I was saying, Miss Salon people, then, um, a lot of relationship they don't break up because of expectation. A lot of family, we don't get a lot of issues. Let's bring back Essay in. Let's bring her in. Can you hear me, Essay?
Can you hear me? I
Okay,
can hear you.
better. Okay, you can go ahead. You were talking. Go ahead.
So I'm talking about unrealistic. So imagine all that delay. Imagine all the pressure. So the time I should have been using to push. And okay, there's something I learned from studying psychology and understanding what happened. When you start pushing a child towards away from their dreams, they will push back. It is better to negotiate. Okay, fine. You want to study music. Okay, I will allow you study music. But you can also do this and this alongside. There's nothing wrong in giving those kind of
Put that baby in the
advice,
platform now. Leave that
knowing
phone,
fully
please.
well that
Put
you
her
cannot
down.
do it
What thing?
knowing fully well that the person cannot do it forever.
And
Like
this
realistically,
working.
even if I'm going to be singing, I cannot sing till I'm older or so. So if someone had advised me, okay, instead of studying
Okay,
music,
can you make
why
her
not
big?
do
She's
this as your
speaking.
first, as your major, and then you can still understand. So I believe encouraging your children, encouraging your relatives to actually pursue their dreams, will mean it will give you less pressure of pushback. So, oh, this person wants to do this particular thing. Oh, yeah, fine. This thing is good. You encourage the person, then just advise and say, okay, but you know that you cannot do this indefinitely. You need to have other things you're doing. There's nothing wrong in having multiple streams of income. So at the end of the day, you push their dreams. At the same time, you give them advice instead of just shutting them off. And I know sometimes some of this sometimes our families and our friends are trying to be helpful when we see that, oh, there's really no headway in our choice or in what we want to do. But I tell you, if you push and say no, that child will want to prove you wrong, and even if it's jumping off a cliff, they'll jump. But if you encourage them in what they want to do, be it music, be it modeling, okay, let me give another example of modeling. No, in Africa we're always scared. Most models
Essay,
are not
essay.
decent. Huh?
Sorry. They're asking Jaril John, also if I'm not
Okay.
mistaken, she's asking a question. So I don't know if you want to answer to that.
Oh, I'm having one. He was expecting more from me, so I end the relationship. I run. Good. Way go, girl. But but this one that you're saying it, Mama. There's something I realized. Most of our expectation for relationship is not from us. Oh. It's from the movies we watch. We want a guy that can talk like that will look like Brad
Denzel
Pitt,
Washington,
that talks like
Brad Pitt.
Denzel Washington, and then that can be as I don't know what I want, like that will be as emotional as those guys in Telemundo. So most of the expectation we have in are not even from
Yeah.
us. So most times you need to sit down and ask
But
yourself,
Essay, I
like,
have a question,
this
right?
young
I
man,
have a question. I
yeah,
Essay, I have a question. As much as
okay,
expectations are there, I believe sometimes there's a thing called compromise, right? um
yeah,
you were looking for a 6 foot husband, right? And then you have a 5 foot. But if that person, we all have what we all have expectations. But there's
yeah,
this thing called compromise and meet halfway. We you can in life you can get everything you want in life. But the part that I don't like is when they did something for you, you have to tell that person, especially in the relationship. Because especially us that are living in the diaspora, um, as soon as, let's say, you marry someone, let's say if it's a man that married a woman from, let's say, from Ghana, as soon as they bring them here, they feel like, okay, this woman's supposed to be my slave. You're supposed to be washing clothes with hand. You're supposed to be doing all those things. Their expectations. So, but let's think about, okay, you bring this person here, and this person is here already. Sometimes they don't want to release their paperwork to them. You hold them in hostage, like, okay, I don't want her to be friends with this person. No. If you bring someone in America here, you bring this person. If you feel like this relationship is not working out, it's not working out. You move on. That doesn't mean God put you in that position to help that person. So stop telling people, oh, I'm not giving you your papers, I'm not this, you're going to suffer, you're going to this. You are not God. Regardless what, God is always going to make a way. So for us women that are marrying people from back home, and we bring them here, you just have to let go. Don't have this expectation that, okay, this person has to love me. You cannot force love. One way or the other, we, as human beings, period, everybody wants to climb up in life. If you're in that position to help someone, don't put a string to it, don't attach anything to it. Just do it from the kindness of your heart, and just do it and say, you know what, I want to help this person because of I love this person. Don't force this person to love you. If for some reason the relationship is not working out, that person has the right to leave. The person has the right to leave. So you don't have to feel like, oh, I'm the one that bring this person to London. Now he has left me. Probably you don't have a good character either. Probably when the man talk one, you don't talk 10. Probably where the woman, where you man talk one, you don't talk 100. So where, one thing, where you dey date, where you get boyfriend and girlfriend, and where you married, now two different, you know. It's two
All
different
right.
things. When you're dating, can you hear me, Joe?
Yes, ma'am. Yes. Sorry, the network was bad.
Okay.
I'm back. I'm here.
No, it's okay. So when you're
Yeah.
dating and when you're married, it's a totally two different thing. Let me share a personal experience, and I've had so many friends that have gone through that same situation. I remember when I want to get married, my husband is living in Africa then, and a lot of people. And the sad part about it, my husband is not even Sierra Leonean; is a Nigerian, right? So what comes into your mind? He's going to use you. He wants to come to America. That's what people always say. When I started, I said, you know what, this is what I wanted. I wanted to bring him. And then people said, oh, it's gonna come, it's gonna leave you. And I tell God, I talk to my God. I say, you know what? One, I want him to come and join me here. But if he doesn't love me, he doesn't have to be with me. And me and him had that conversation. Never, whatever it is, if you're here, you feel like, oh, I'm not feeling you. Like, because talking on the phone or seeing someone and cuddling and living with someone as your spouse is a totally different ball game. When you are dating someone, the relationship is nice. You guys are going on a date, the lovey is opening the door. But then when you guys are living together, when you're married, it's a totally different relationship, right? So when he moved to the US, we got married. We got married in Africa. He got here, everything was fine. So like, in marriage, is not easy. Sometimes people say that, oh, I don't have issues in my marriage. It's not true. Everybody does, but it depends how you handle the situation. So if we have little arguments, he'll bring up like, oh, it's because of you brought me to the US. That's why you're saying this. I said, did I say that? That's my response. And then he said, no, that's why you're saying that. I say, no, let's face the subject. Let's go back to the drawing board. This is what you did that I didn't like. So let's talk about it. So he bring it up like 3 or 4 occasions. And when he sees that I'm not talking about it, mute that person. Sorry, guys. Okay. So when he sees like I'm not having that conversation, I don't want to talk about it. That's not why we are arguing. We're arguing because of you were wrong, or probably I am wrong, but we don't know. So let's talk about it. So when we talk about it, we get to understand. So he for the first 1 or 2 years in marriage, he stopped talking about it because he knows that, that's not what it is. After being in the US for over a year, we sit down again. How are you feeling? Do you think I'm someone that you like? Or you just, you don't feel anything? Or how you feel? Like, why are you asking me that? I said, I just wanted to know, 3 years come to file this paperwork. I'm the one that will actually said, oh, it's time for us to do this. So now we've been married now for quite some time. So now, like, everybody has that understanding. I have had friends too, male, that they will bring their wives and say, oh, it didn't work because Canada, so now you are misbehaving. Oh, I'm going to let them deport you. They're going to deport you. Nobody is deporting anyone. Stop threatening people with stuff. If you did something for someone, it's not working out. It's not working out. There's this thing we say, move on and we can be friends. But don't hold on to things that you feel like, okay, because if I've helped this person has to love me. You can't force love. You cannot force love. Joe, can you hear me? Joe, can you hear
I can
me?
hear you, ma'am. I can hear you,
Okay,
ma'am.
okay, go ahead. You were speaking before about internet, so you can go ahead.
Okay. Okay. All right. Good evening, everyone, or good morning, wherever you are located. One of the major challenge we face through expectation for your partner or your spouse is sometimes we expect people to really be what we want them to be, and it's a major challenge. Is a major challenge. We want to um, feel okay with those persons when they are around. We want them to do what we want them to do our bidding, and it's a major challenge for us as human being. Expectations can be broken sometimes in a relationship. Someone may promise you something, and at the end, they will not be able to fulfill it. But that doesn't make them the bad person. It's just that they are humans, and as humans, as humans, someone can fail, someone can disappoint. So that is one thing I have seen in relationships generally. So it is paramount for us to build ourselves, build our mindset that whatever we see in a relationship, whatever we are expecting that is not coming true at the moment, we must be able to be patient with ourselves, we must be able to be patient with our spouse or anybody around us. That is what I would just have to share at this moment, Mama.
Thank you, Joe. Great contribution. Auntie Vera, can you hear me? I say while we're waiting on her, let's see if we can answer to some of this um thing.
Question.
Let me see if I could get Auntie Vera. Lady V, can you hear me? No. She can hear us. Okay, if you're watching us, this is Table Talk with Rita Felleh Arah. Happy Sunday once again. And if you want to join this conversation, I think I just OG or LJ just joined us. But it was noisy, so we mute. And so if you want to join again, click on the link. The link is on PROIB blog, and you can join us well on Bantu Blog B2B, and you can join us well on Daughters of Sierra Leone platform. And you can watch me as well on Rita Felleh Arah. So, Essay Joe, do we want to answer to some of their comments, and let's have the
Okay.
conversation going?
Let's cry now. Let's cry now.
Okay. D Lion Moses is saying interesting program. Keep up the good work. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Essay, do you see any more? David is thanking us. Auntie Vera, Auntie Vera, Christina is saying hi. Christina Bangura, she's saying hello. So Essay, I will jump to you. So what do you think? Do you think our families' expectation should be so high, or do you think that it should just be, or do you think our relationship expectations should be as what it is right now? Because when you look at it, especially on the relationship part, well, both of them though, a lot of family have torn apart because of expectations. A lot of marriages or a lot of relationship have gone apart because of relationship. Now, because of expectations. Now the key thing now is happening now, divorce or breaking up with your boyfriend because you're expecting your boyfriend to buy you iPhone 13, or breaking up with your girlfriend because you felt like the girlfriend should give you the pin to the account, so
All right.
there's when people tell you why they break up, sometimes it sounds so crazy, right? um if unless if you're in a relationship it's very abusive, or if you're in a relationship you feel like, okay, I can't do this anymore. I believe it was it Jarai? that asked the question and said that you just answered to. I love the attitude and the personality, but if you are not giving in the relationship, you should not take. You know, relationship, it's all about you giving and I'm giving, then we are moving forward. But if you're only expecting, you feel like, okay, this is what I should be getting, or this is what I deserve to get from this, then it doesn't worth it. It doesn't worth it. Mr. Minister Joe,
Yes, ma'am.
okay.
I'm
So
here.
do you have anything to add to it?
Yes. Mama, like you just said, it is actually a major challenge. To my own opinion, to my own view, is when we expect too much from people, sometimes we don't get what we really expect from them. So my own view now is just try your best. And when it comes to in terms of relationship, try your best to love in the best capacity you can love your spouse.
I want to just add this. But Mama, we live in Africa where when somebody even buys you sweets, they expect something from you. Even if they buy you ice cream,
Yes.
they expect to get something back. And I feel that's why I said it's selfish for you to only give because you expect. Love is supposed to be selfless. And I'm not saying that that would mean that somebody else will now feel entitled to another person's money in their account. I don't encourage ladies to feel entitled and say, oh, he should buy me this and should give me that. But I still believe whatever you do should be from a place of love. I think sometimes these expectations are as a result of inferiority complex. Like they feel they are using it to buy you. Like, okay, as I'm doing this for you, that means I'm getting something in return. Because if it's not to buy you, why do you really think you need to do something for love? So okay, for my own personal experience, I was even laughing when I was talking about how she was able to deal with those issues in the early stage of a marriage. I know my own struggles from expectation. At first, I expected my husband to be one to make me happy, because as Africans, there's this mindset that when you get married, in your marriage you should be happy. And I realized some years ago that nobody can make me happy except I am happy. If I want to be sad, there's nothing anybody can do to make me happy. So I have to be happy first. Then anything my husband does is just adding to whatever I have already. Now, when they say two become one, it's not two half, it's two whole people. So if you have issues, emotional issues, deal with it instead of carrying the expectation of this person has to make me happy. This person has to fulfill my needs. Like I said, when you have this unrealistic expectation, it's selfish. You're just thinking of yourself. Because if you love the person selflessly, I commend what you talked about, Mama, saying that in spite of what you did in the early stage of marriage, you told yourself that if it doesn't work, how many people can do that? Some people that even buy you iPhone, they will tell you that if the relationship does not work, give me my phone back. They will give you, in fact, they give you money. They will say, please, all the money that I've given you since we started dating, calculate it and give me back since it did not work. Not everybody will see themselves as, oh, I gave this thing from a place of love, so the other person doesn't need to give me back. And like I said, it's selfish for us to give and expect. And I would I would I would, as a psychologist, say that anybody that gives expecting to use it to buy affection or buy attention, or use it to lock someone else down, like, okay, by the time I use money to finish this girl like this, she cannot go anywhere. That person has inferiority complex, and that person is being selfish. Mama, your mic, okay.
Okay. Can you hear me, Lady V? I like to share stories because sometimes when you talk, and sometimes people think, okay, well, it didn't happen to you, so so it has happened to me. And I remember when I wanted to marry my husband, and people would tell my dad, oh, they are Nigerians, they are bad people. There's bad people everywhere, you know. And so sometimes people ask me, you don't like to marry. So I love Sierra Leoneans, but sometimes we all have our destiny. It's where you find love, that's where you go. I could be from Sierra Leone, but if I didn't find someone that we don't feel that connect. For me, when I was looking for a husband, I was looking for someone with fear of God in him, someone that loves God. I'm not saying Sierra Leone man didn't love God, but there was this special thing that I was looking for. Like you said, you wanted to be happy. You know, I was looking for that. I felt like I needed that. So before even that, I spoke with my dad. My dad said, "Oh, what about if he comes and if he leave?" I said, "I already make up my mind. If he come and he didn't want it to further the go ahead with the relationship, I am fine with it." And I crossed my mind. That doesn't mean, oh, I didn't like him or I didn't. But you know what? You can't force a relationship. A lot of people are in the diaspora now. They don't have their paperwork because of when they move here, the relationship went bad. So the papers, the other spouse cannot file the paperwork. So they're just here illegally. Let's put it that way. So for those that are watching, I'm gonna speak on Creole. So most of our people, that are viewing, that if it's okay, guys, let me speak a little bit on Creole, okay? Okay, a lot of we family the way they na diaspora, yeah, so they're not getting paper. Mano, umano, they're not getting paper. Why? Somebody bring them kaya so, and then we feel say this person also entitled for this. I not a gear in paper because if I gear, it go suffer. It go suffer. This year so it go lacking at this country. I know they gear me paper. Me brother, me sister. If you they watch me right now, not all nobody. That paper where they give that person. Sometimes if relationship doesn't work out, guess what? It's good loan. I get that good rapport. Hello, how are you? You fine? Oh, this person did this thing for me. You understand? But not hold on to somebody in paper. You say because of Nami bring and cap, you know one day with me anymore. I go make it suffer. No, not do that. God they watch me. You woman no, not do that to any man because if now you self you get you picking, you know go alle person do am. A kind of person in country work way for the work sometimes for don't go school let it be somebody, but because of not getting paper 30 then a security work now in that boy they do because of one releasing paper a bad. Some of women the way they bring the woman and can this country, America or diaspora, any partner of the world. You hold that woman in paper, say, I know they file for her, let them give and then stay in permanent stay na London, or I know they do this. It wrong. If woman don't want you, he don't want you. Even all my want for use everybody, all my want can oversee. If you don't can oversee, you can see and say, now you bring and come. You can be the one to bring him here. But guess what? If you the man self, you not get good character, he no go work. It no go work. Life na two-way streets. You give me, I give you. Some people then you go see some man or some woman then if they don't go na treat. If you see them, they look so good, they sound so good, you feel like, oh, but go na house go see their character. Go to their homes and see how they cuss their husband out. Go to their houses and see how these men cuss their wives out, beat their wives up. So how do you want this person to love you? We women, we like to be treated like queens. We like to feel like, you know what? My husband got me. My boyfriend got me. Men, they like to be treated as king. That's who they are. I don't know what this world is becoming into. Nobody wants to respect our grandparents when they were growing up. If we grandpa and tell themselves, say, hey, this year so they serve them. But now we not they serve. Now we don't cook. We want to order pizza. We want to order Chinese. We're not going to kitchen again. The Brazilian here, they long take 30 something inch. I not say no put 30 something each, but whether man want cook, pull that week first, anger first. Why you don't dress me? If I want to go somewhere, my husband wants to eat food. Guess what, honey? Nothing comes to me. Nothing is important to me than taking care of my husband. Anytime, if your home is good, trust me, when you go out and go meet Kadiatu go no, you don't take care of home. Why you can palaver ne do? You save that man where they go. If you don't left money for chop money, you leave money home for food to eat for family. That woman go cook food for you. But slow left their abitia family, they own our king, their uncle, their aunties. Oh, buy me a car. You know, if I even have a car, oh, you should send for me iPhone 15. Me not get iPhone 15. Now I want to send for you iPhone 15. Buy for me a Range Rover. What if it's Toyota Camry I'm driving? You want Range Rover? Expectation, expectation, expectation. But there's a thing called compromise. Let's all come to the table. Let's talk. Honey, I would love Range Rover is my dream car. But guess what? If it's under Accord you can afford right now, it's okay. Be proud to drive that under Accord. When you are driving that under Accord, think that you are pushing even a Rolls Royce. You feeling yourself. You feel yourself. Don't put yourself in unnecessary problem. Because my friend has this, I have to have that. Because my friend's husband bought this person this, so you should do it. If it's an old phone your husband has to buy you, if you don't go na Kinjimi, is he an old phone? If body for is decent, use it. A lot of us, we have break up with good relationship because of material things. A lot of men have lost good women because of material things. Because of we want so much expectation, expectation, expectation. So as Africans, let's watch what we ask for. Put yourself in that person's position. Think about, okay, if I'm in America now, I didn't have paper. How could I work? How could I survive? Please, if you have done that and you feel like you're sitting on someone's paper, a man or a woman, release that paper and you will see the how God is going to reward and bless you. So many marriages have break. I have so many successful marriages that are still going on, that they have brought their wife from Africa, they have brought their husband from Africa, but they are still living in love, peace. So please, 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 for me salon people them, we where they bring man camo or you where they go bring you wife camo, please not all down man then at stage, not all and say if I do for you this because of you do for and that. So do ya at the beguna. I say Joe, do you guys have anything to add to what I just said?
Yeah, Mama, you said a lot, and you said most of the information that we need to pass. You've actually just broken it down. Yes, and love should not be love shouldn't be a transaction. Love is love. You love this person, just love the person. Don't let it become a transaction. It becomes stressful. It's no longer sweet and enjoyable. And I would also want to say that when it comes to family, entitlement mentality on family, because expectation for family is on another level again, whereby because I have a child now, my small
Essay.
Jasmine
Let
now,
me give this
ma.
quick example. Let me give this quick, like my friend now, she's watching me. Ego. eBay. She's watching right now. Couple of years ago, I think I got married before her, and her husband was in Nigeria. So she's watching me. Ego, I'm telling you a story. So she when the husband was in Nigeria, it was a lot of challenges. It was a lot of things. It's like a cost. Like when people know you want to get married, that's where everybody, the devil, start attacking you, and attacking you. So now the guy has been here for a long time. They're doing fantastic, own their own business. They have two beautiful kids, a boy and a girl. They are in Boston, Massachusetts. They are doing very well. She used to live in LA. So they are doing very well. So many successful. I have another friend again, Cynthia. So we have a lot of success marriages. So if you're watching and you feel like you're dating someone in Africa, there's nothing wrong to go and marry somebody in Africa. If that's where your love is, go for it. If you're a man, you see someone you want to go marry in Africa, don't go with that heavy expectation that, oh, I'm going to bring her, she's going to be working for me. When they pay her a salary, she's going to give it to me. Let that woman has a say. If she works, if she wants to give it to you, honey, this is my paycheck. What are we going to do? It's fine. But don't let it be you have to give me because of I'm the one that brought you over here. That is controlling spirits. Then from that spirit now, jump to domestic violence. So we have a lot of successful stories. And sometimes people ask me though, personally, like, how are you able for your own to work? And so when I listen to their story, these were mistakes that they make. If they're having any little issue with their husband, they're telling them, "Oh, I'm the one that brought you here. I'm going to deport you. I'm going to deport you. I will not give you your papers." The men too, they will tell the women the same thing. So at the end of the day, everybody go apart. No one wants to be like, okay, you did rub on my face. There's a thing say you rub it in on my face, or you did this for me. So now any little thing, I can't even eat. I can't even sit on the chair very well. You know how much that chair costs? This chair costs $5,000. Come on. Give that guy a break.
I
Give your
bought
wife a
I
break.
bought the chair before I married you.
Exactly. You didn't bring anything. You didn't do this. So please, as we continue, then we're gonna be closing now. We have 4 more minutes. So if you wanna send your message so we can round up.
Like I would
Hello,
like
Mama.
I want to end
Okay.
with this. If you're having issues, if you know personally you need to deal with your own demons, deal with your demons before you enter in a relationship, so that you don't carry excess baggage of your wahala. Because sometimes these expectations is based on all the excess baggage. I want to feel loved. I want to feel happy. This person has to do this for me. So deal with your trauma. If you need therapy, seek therapy, get help before you enter into a relationship, so that you don't have unrealistic expectation. Like Mr. Joe said, it's okay to have expectations. Mama said the same, but you just need to be realistic. Even if somebody is not as tall as you want, at least the character you want is there. If you say you want like Mama said, Rolls Royce, and the person can only afford Toyota, manage the Toyota. Because if you don't have a realistic expectations, those are it's already your relationship is already set to fail. And I will end with that. Bye for now.
Thank you, SA. All right, Joe. Do you have anything to say?
Okay, Mama, I will say this. A personal experience. I want to share my personal experience. There was a girl I dated, and that lady was, I genuinely loved her, so I did everything. I had to even go as far of getting her a phone. I mean, getting her a phone, and which I was not having any phone then. I was not using an Android phone, but I went as far as getting her a phone on her birthday. And at the end of everything, the thing did not work out between both of us. The day we broke up, she removed that SIM and she was giving me back the phone. I was like, why are you returning the phone back to me? I gave you this phone out of love, so keep the phone. She was amazed. She started crying. I was like, I told you I loved you and I gave you out of love. So I was not expecting anything in return that, okay, because the relationship did not work, then I have to collect what I gave you out of love. So in expectation, please, you love, just love, don't love and don't expect anything in return. That is what I would just have to say. Because if you genuinely love, if you genuinely give out love to someone, the love comes from somewhere else, not from where you actually give that love. I will round up with that, Mama.
Thank you, Joe. I just want to use this opportunity to thank PROIB Blog for letting us use the platform, and I want to thank again Bontu Blog for hosting us again this Sunday. Um, like we all have said it, we've talked about it, but the ball is in your court. It's however you want to throw your ball, that's how it goes. If you want to listen, we can only talk on our own experiences, but we are not forcing you to do them. But it will be nice for you to practice it. Like Esther just said earlier on, if you have challenge, you have demon, pray about it. Don't bring it in your relationship. If you know that something is bothering you, you feel like, you know what, I don't want to deal with it, it's your right. So please, 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 love is a beautiful thing. family is a beautiful thing, but it's how you appreciate your loved one. Even if that person has, they feel like, okay, I'm going to be with this person because of a paper, it could turn into love. The person can say, you know what, I have this. When that person see you are so nice, they don't have that intention anymore. Even they have bad intention, but you as a woman or as a man, you have to have a good character. If you don't have a good character, it's not going to work out. So I'm going to just take one more message. D Lion is saying that in every, okay, put it, okay, in every, I say, do you want to answer to him? I think you've already answered to him, D Lion.
And I said in every relationship, God should be in the center, and which is true, which is very,
Okay.
very true. God should be the center of every relationship. I think it was more of a statement than a question.
Okay, I thought it was a question. So it's already time. I want to thank all my people for viewing with us, and I want to say happy Sunday. For any time you feel like you want us to you want to be part of the conversation, you can send a message to PROIB blog and send your topic, and we can definitely discuss it. And if you feel like you want to do the same, you can reach out to Bantu blog and send your request, and we'll send your the link, and so we can discuss. So till next time, this is Table Talk with Rita Felleh Arah, the CEO of Doctors of Sierra. So thank you once again for all your comments, for your love, for all your support, because we will not be able to do this without you burning all that database. So I want to say thank you, thank you, thank you, and happy Sunday. Till we meet again with Table Talk with Rita Felleh Arah. Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye.